Right guys, so we are down here today at Trafalgar Centre in Manchester with my 13 handicap tester. This is Rob Potter. Guys, go and check Rob out on Twitter down here with his tagline. Go and check out his beard. Ridiculous. His beard's got a Twitter name. Anyway, regardless of beard Twitter names, we are testing golf clubs with the average golfer today. Rob has currently just done a video with his current driver that is hitting the best, which is the TaylorMade SLDR S in 16 degrees. Me and Rob did a video and he's hitting it miles better than anything we've tested so far. So what have you got your hands on today?
We've got the TaylorMade R15, the new one that's just come out, the 460.
So this is the newer SLDR with 2 new weights and it's white.
Yeah.
Well, go on, Rob, this is your time to really, tell us about this club.
Right, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, I like the sliding rules for the extra weights. I still kind of think it's a bit confusing at times for some amateurs. I had the R7 with the 2 weights on either side, and it just confuzzled the bejesus out of me. I'm a 13 handicapper. Do I really need to try and tweak and play that much myself? If I'm going to get fitted professionally, then fine. But other than that, don't give me a torque wrench. More the point, I don't know what I'm doing with the torque wrench.
Great point.
So that's, you know, I can see too many people messing about with it and screwing themselves up. You're going to make a lot of money out of it, but for us amateurs, it's a bit of a pain because we don't know what we're doing.
From a teaching perspective,
Teaching perspective, it's
I don't sell clubs.
No, not at all.
So, TaylorMade R15, this is the 460. Now, what we've done is we've separated the weights as far as we possibly can. One towards the toe, one towards the heel to make it the most forgiving. This is not a professional fitting. I've put him in a dead standard regular shaft, speeder shaft, and I've lofted it as high as it will possibly go. This is at 12 and a half it'll be. 12 and a half degrees. So it's lofted up, because it's 16 degree works best for him. We're going to hit 5 shots, 2 on camera, 3 off, and we'll see what the results are. Cool. I want you to be honest with the feel and everything, Rob. Tell us what
just the look of it, I've never been a fan of these white drivers. I don't see the point in them. I don't see the ethos behind it or anything. I'm hitting a white golf ball. I want contrast.
Okay.
There's contrast from the face, which is black, to the golf club, to the golf ball. That's fine. But a white head, why?
Okay. Fair point. It does come out in black.
Yeah. You know,
it does come out in black.
Other colours are available.
Yes.
Same with, you know, the pink drivers. For the gents.
So on screen, you'll see in a minute, the golf balls, the white ones are his SLDR 16 degree. Let's see what the R15 can do. First
lower launch, but I hit that right off the bottom. I felt that off the bottom.
Okay. So it's got near to your SLDRS, near, not perfect.
That was off the bottom though.
Okay, let's go again.
That's a bit of a scary thought.
So we'll hit a couple more, then we'll see. Nothing really changed massively yet. Club head speed, not much has changed. I think the only thing this might offer you is a little bit more forgiveness. This in 16 degree, I think, would be perfect. With more forgiveness,
if they could do it that way, yeah.
TaylorMade, you listening? 16 degree, please, for Rob. SL in R15.
Christy, that'll be most appreciated.
Okay, let's see if we can get one out the middle.
That was better. Bit of a draw to it, but it went back.
206 was your average carry before.
That's carried a lot further.
Wow.
Whoa! I've never gone that far.
Okay, so that's 2 shots, 219 carry. Let's go 3 more, and this is as fair a test as we can possibly get.
I'll be honest, and I'll be.
How did that one feel?
I'm totally honest with you. That felt absolutely brilliant.
Okay.
It felt really nice off the club face.
Let's go 3 more. So join us in a minute, and we'll see what the averages after 5 are. A little bit left, Rob, but not bad.
Not bad.
So 5 relatively impressive shots.
Yeah.
Okay, let's throw the numbers up there. Now, you mentioned, just as you were saying, what was you saying about the white club head going back there, Rob?
The white club head, me personally, I'm finding it a distraction as in taking it on in the backswing.
Valid point.
If you want to look at it in an analytical sense, it's kind of good if you want to see how your takeaway is, if you're taking it outside, straight, or inside. It's kind of good to that point, but would that then put you off? If you can't do a tiger and stop at the top of your backswing, then you're going to go, oh crap, this is going to go right, left, indifferent. Yeah, and a lot of other obliques, which often come out of my Tourette's mouth.
So, numbers up on screen. So we've got the SLDR S 16 degree at the top and the R15 460 on the bottom. the first number that we are going to look at is your carry distance has improved by 6 yards.
That's outrageous.
And at the moment, I'm looking across the table, I'm not quite sure why. Let's have a look though. So it's carried 6 yards further, and it's actually gone a little bit straighter. So before, your SLDR-S was 25 yards on average offline, where that one was 17 yards offline. Now, I'm not saying that you know, that might just be because you've hit them a bit better. That to me is not a bigger difference. It's not a big difference at all. You know, direction is down to the player itself. Yeah. The weighting on the side might make a little bit of a difference, but not huge. Club head speed has gone up 1 whole mile per hour.
That is the bacon putty ad that's just hit the system. That's what it is.
And to be fair, the launch angle is a little bit lower than your SLDR, which we would expect.
Yeah, yeah.
But with the same spin, the 2,294 revs per minute of backspin, that's carried 6 yards further with a total distance of 7 yards further totally. You hit your best one, Rob, 247 yards.
If it's downhill, normally I can hit it that far, but on a simulator being dead flat,
completely still.
That's can I take a urine sample and I'll see you in 30 days.
So,
that's a drug test.
Rob, your lines are great. So, at the moment, that is going further. It is, and we have not officially, professionally fitted that. That is as much loft as we can get in it. The R15 head does launch on average higher than the average driver. It does launch higher. They've got almost a bit of loft up preset setting in there.
Which is genius.
It's a standard regular shaft. I'm just checking length or anything because people will ask these questions.
Yeah.
Identical.
Identical for the SLDR.
In fact, it's the same shaft.
Yeah, same
shaft. Sorry, same shaft.
Yeah,
so
same shaft.
there's no difference whatsoever. You might like that in black,
yeah,
potentially.
Black or grey.
Black or grey. And at the moment, it's going 6 yards further. So what rating so far, Rob? Summarise that up.
Summarise for that. That is, like I said, if you take away the ridiculous white head, which I think is pointless, the rating on it, I'd certainly give it like an 8 out of 10. Okay. All right, I hit a few off the, you know, in a few places where I shouldn't have hit them, but look at the stats.
Considering you hit him where you shouldn't have hit him, you've done well.
Yeah, they've gone well even with missed hits. It's definitely the whole point of growing the beard. It's the stroke of the beard going, what's going on there? It's really interesting, point of the beard. Yeah, I actually really like this. TaylorMade, you've made a decent club.
So maybe in black?
Yeah, in black.
And I would probably stick to that same loft.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Right, now, the Titleist. So I'm going to get Titleist, Rob, in the Titleist 915 D2. Guys, check out the video. If it's today, tomorrow. If it's not, you're going to already be on. It should already be on the channel. We're going to go as much loft as we can again. We've got it in the standard regular shaft. We're just going to do exactly the same test. Cool. And we'll see what the 915 does compared to now the R15. There you go, sir. Join us next time. Do subscribe. Go and check Rob out on Twitter. And like the video, comment down below. Let us know what you think. And that is an honest 13 handicapper review of this golf club. Nice work, Rob.
Thank you.